All right, so I'm going to give you a quick feedback on this. A couple of things that I want to make sure that you remember to do for your assignments. One is that your images are very yellow, and I'm hoping that they're not being photographed flat down because that's going to distort them, and I will take off points for distortion. They need to be exactly square up to your face so that they're exactly 90-degree angle to your camera, okay? Then I would like you to using Photoshop, take the yellow out, like so that you're dealing just with black and white. And then again, using Photoshop, I want you to adjust the levels a little bit so that you get a cleaner look, like so. Okay. Then the changes that you really need to make on the image itself, if you want it to be good, I mean, it's totally up to you, but the thing that I most notice, besides the fact that the rib cage is way too small on the human here, and I'm pretty sure that this is laying flat. You need to stand it upright and photograph it squared on because this whole thing just looks like it's going away, like it's keystoning away. I mean, of course, you don't have to do that, but it's definitely advised. Okay, so the rib cage should be more like this size, and the pelvis is smaller. Femurs just a little thinner, not too much thinner. There's no, I don't know what this is right here. What is this little circle thing in the middle between? There's no bone between the tibia, the top of the shin bone, and the bottom of the femur. Should be a curved surface and the bone curving, and then the hip bone like so. These are way too big. The feet are huge. Usually people draw them too small, but the arms should be as long down to the middle of the waist. These are just proportions, and like I said, I really do think that you've got it angled. You can tell me if it's not, but my inclination is to try to straighten this out by pulling, is to try to straighten out the bottom piece by pulling it. No, leave the kitty alone. I mean, that looks more in proportion to me. So I'm really suspecting that you're angling this down on the table. And if you keep doing that, it's going to just cost you points. Also, everything is leaning to the left. So I'm not sure if it's the way you're drawing it or it's something else, but you're going to need to make those adjustments before you get so used to it. Another thing you can do to see if things are straight is to flip them look at them in a mirror. Now, your scapula, femur, remember that I said the elbows are close to the body. The rib cage should be rounded. I'm not sure what your reference is that you're using, but the biggest problem is this front end and the hips, the femur, the knees are here. These go back, and this bone that you have down here should be up. The heel bone is elevated. Maybe not a lot, but it's going to be more elevated than this. It's not down flat on the, I don't know what this little bunch of stuff down here isn't really making any sense. This is better. It's a little, the hip should be a little smaller, the tailbone here. Like I said, that there's no bone between the femur and the tibia. There's a bone on the front. The patella is on the front of the skeleton, not in between those parts. So please make a note of that. Make the arms should be long. The skull's here okay, although the skull is really up above the back of the jaw. It doesn't go. It's not like an egg, and the jaw is like this. It's like an egg, and the jaw is like this. So something to look at. This is looking better. This, I think, needs some adjustment. Check your reference. And this other leg, I know on your image that you had, how's the tiger's going to fall backwards if he's not got one leg canted back a little bit? So it should be like that. This, I would think, this leg is going to angle more back like this. So, okay. Just keep in mind that the foot of the animal extends from here to here. Okay, that's all I have to say. I would tend to put the forelegs underneath for balance of the figure. Balance of the animal is to be centered of gravity over the instead of leaning forward or leaning sideways. Okay, that's it.